If you're thinking about buying the Samson Q2U, a microphone that promises studio-quality sound for under $80, you're in the right place. But here's what surprised me. Despite its shiny specs and 4.5-star Amazon rating, the Q2U isn't the flawless podcasting or streaming solution you'd expect. In fact, there are some hidden pitfalls that could seriously affect your audio quality and overall recording experience. Today, I'm going to walk you through everything, the good, the bad, and the should you still buy it. This isn't just another glowing review. I'm here to give you the honest truth so you don't waste your hard-earned money on a product that might leave you frustrated. Stick around because I'll also share smart workarounds and who this microphone actually suits best. First off, the Samson Q2U is marketed as a dynamic handheld microphone with both XLR and USB-C outputs, which sounds perfect, right? You get the flexibility to plug it directly into your computer via USB-C or use it with an audio interface through XLR. Plus, it comes with a bunch of extras: tripod desktop stand, mic clip, windscreen, and cables. Seems like a solid package, especially considering the price tag of $79.99. So why the mixed feelings from so many users? And why am I saying don't buy right off the bat? Let's unpack this. The Samson Q2U looks great on paper. It's designed for podcasters, streamers, and anyone dipping their toes into content creation who needs a mic that's plug-and-play, but also has professional connectivity options. It's supposed to offer warm, clear sound, low background noise, and convenient versatility. However, several issues start cropping up as you dig deeper. For starters, the dynamic capsule isn't as sensitive as condenser mics, which means quieter or softer voices can sound muted or muddy. Add to that the thin and somewhat cheap-feeling build quality, which sometimes leads to loose connections or rattling when handled. And yes, this mic is marketed to be USB-C compatible, but some users report driver issues or connectivity quirks that make setup less painless than advertised. But the quirkiest part: despite being a dynamic mic, some folks notice unexpected background hiss or handling noise that shouldn't be there at all. Imagine paying for a microphone that picks up the sounds of you breathing louder than your vocals. Now that's a conversation killer. Now, I'm not saying the Samson Q2U is a total disaster. Far from it. The mic definitely has its place and some redeeming qualities. But if you're a streamer who needs crisp, clear audio right out of the box, or a podcaster looking for that low-noise studio vibe without diving into MIDI cables and audio interfaces, there are things you'll want to consider. One major plus is its dual connectivity. Having both XLR and USB-C options built into one mic isn't common at this price point, and it means you can grow your setup over time without buying a whole new mic. If you start with simple USB recording but later upgrade to professional gear, the Q2U can come along for the ride. That's a huge value proposition. Also, the included accessories such as the desktop stand and the foam windscreen let you get recording right away. No need to spend extra on add-ons. But here's a twist. Despite all these conveniences, the mic's sound quality competes in a crowded budget market, where even cheaper condenser mics sometimes outperform it in clarity and warmth. The Q2U's sound signature is a bit flat, lacking richness, which might leave you dissatisfied if you're aiming for podcast-level audio production. Plus, the USB-C cable, while a welcome upgrade over older USB-A cables, is relatively short and somewhat flimsy. Considering the mic costs nearly $80, you might expect sturdier hardware. Think about this. You wouldn't buy a Lamborghini with a lawn mower engine, but here, the powerful XLR connection option gets hampered by mediocre onboard electronics. So who exactly is the Samson Q2U perfect for? If you're a beginner launching a podcast or streaming channel and want a microphone that's easy to set up without additional purchases, this mic could be your friend. You'll appreciate being able to connect either directly through USB-C to your laptop or use the XLR output if you expand your setup later. The bundled accessories mean you won't have to hunt for stands or cables separately, saving time and money. And if you prioritize convenience and versatility over pristine sound quality, it checks many boxes. However, if you're an intermediate or advanced content creator looking for richer sound, better noise handling, and rock-solid build quality, you might want to explore other options or be prepared to invest in supplemental gear like shock mounts, pop filters, and better cables. Plus, Windows users sometimes report driver frustrations that disrupt their workflow, frustrating when you just want to record. Also, thanks to the dynamic capsule, quiet voices and softer instruments don't translate well, so it's not your best pick for musical recordings or ASMR content. Okay, now for the geeky storytelling moment. I remember when I first plugged in the Q2U for a test recording. I was excited. The promise of balancing professional features with a beginner's budget seemed like a dream. But the moment I started speaking, I noticed something odd. The mic picked up not just my voice but my chair creaks, loud breathing, and even the hum from my desktop fan. I adjusted the gain, moved cables around, and tried placement tweaks. Still, the background hiss was persistent enough to irritate me. At one point, the USB-C connection dropped mid-recording, and I lost significant progress. It felt like the mic was playing hide and seek with my audio. I'd suggest plugging it in and testing thoroughly before any important sessions to avoid unpleasant surprises. The good news: with a simple XLR interface and some minor equalizer settings, you can tame most of these issues. But it's extra hassle for beginners. To make this review a little lighter, here are some jokes to keep you chuckling while you consider your microphone choices. Why do microphones always get invited to karaoke? Because they know how to carry a tune. Or, did you hear about the microphone who went to therapy? It had too many feedback issues. And here's one: why did the musician bring a ladder to his recording session? To reach the high notes. Finally, what's a microphone's favorite dance move? The pop filter. So let's sum up the major takeaways. The Samson Q2U offers multiple connection options, useful accessories, and an approachable price, features that give it strong appeal for beginners or those on a budget. But it's not without its frustrating quirks. Occasional audio hiss, meh build quality, USB-C driver headaches, and a sound signature that some find flat. If you want a no-fuss, plug-and-play mic with room to grow, it's a contender. But if audio perfection or long-term reliability is your dream, maybe look elsewhere. Now, if you're convinced and want to give the Samson Q2U a shot, here's a quick tip. Prices on Amazon fluctuate fast for this mic, jumping up and down depending on demand and stock. So hit that link in the description below for the best current price. Don't wait too long or you might miss out on a great deal. I'll leave it there, but remember, buying the right mic is like dating. Sometimes the one with the best reviews isn't quite the perfect match for you. Choose wisely and happy recording. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this honest review helpful, please hit like, subscribe for more no-nonsense tech reviews, and I'll catch you in the next video.